استنى نشوف خليت له.
Hello, everyone. I can see now more participants joining. Welcome, everyone, and welcome, Iman and Aifa. I can see you there too. Maybe we can leave some minutes for people to join after the break, but I can see already 10, 12. So here you are. So welcome back to the eTwinning Annual Conference, celebrating what unites us, to the second day of this conference. We hope you enjoyed the first day yesterday, the keynote, the award ceremony. As you know, today is dedicated to workshops, and this is the second slot of the day. It will last from 11:30 until 1, and then there will be a break and the third session in the afternoon. Good morning, Rossella. And I invite you all, of course, if you're comfortable with that, you can always turn on your camera. This is a workshop, so we want to make it engaging, and we are happy to see you and to make this conversation engaging. So we ask you, of course, to keep your microphone off just so we can listen properly to Iman and Aifa when they will start their workshop. But you can, and you are encouraged to keep your camera on, and in this way we can see you and interact. So welcome everyone to this workshop. The title of this workshop is our Sustainable Holiday Trip 2.0, which is the title of the runner-up project that Aifa Majdoub and Iman Taktak Marzouk, who are here with us, and I welcome them, created, and that was awarded with the runner-up as a runner-up project in the Twinning prizes of this year. In this workshop, you will explore this twinning project together with our speakers, who are the teachers behind the project that engage students in promoting responsible tourism and environmental awareness through international collaboration. So you will get some insights from the project, and you will be able to find some ideas to implement in your own teaching practice. Aifa Majdoub is a dedicated English teacher and a twinning ambassador from Tunisia with a strong interest in innovative teaching and international collaboration. And Iman Taktak Marzouk is an ICT teacher, a twinning ambassador, and mentor for new Tunisian twinning ambassadors. And they've both been awarded with the eTwinning prize this year with this runner-up project, our Sustainable Holiday Trip 2.0. So I will soon leave the floor to Iman and Aifa. I will just remind you that you can always make questions throughout the workshop. We are actually very happy if you make questions to our speakers. You can use the chat, or you can also use your microphone and camera. Maybe you can raise your hand, or you can wait for a Q&A moment during the session. And I'm here for any technical support you might need. So feel free to post it in the chat, and I will be there monitoring it. So there will be time for that. And I leave now the floor to Iman and Aifa and their presentation about this project. We are very looking forward to hear about it.
Hello and welcome everyone who joined us today, and we are glad to present our project to you. So I am Haifa Majdoub. I am an English language teacher from Tunisia. I'm also an eTwinning ambassador. And Iman?
I am Iman Taktak Marzouk. I am a computer science teacher and eTwinning ambassador too from Tunisia. I'm so glad to present our project today with you.
Okay, so Iman is going to share the screen so that you can follow the presentation. All right, so let's start with the agenda of our workshop. So we will first start with the project overview, having an idea about our project idea, the competences and skills developed throughout the project, our objectives, the key frameworks to our project practices, who we are in the project, our work process, and the final products. Then we are going to share with you the core activities, not all the activities, but the core activities of the project, which consist in the web quest, some excursions that are sustainable trips, and the website and mobile apps creation. And we will end by the students and teachers acting as advocates for education for sustainable development. And throughout our workshop, there are going to be some interactions. So I will leave you with Iman to start our first interaction.
Okay, thank you, Haifa. So before we start exploring our project, let's do an icebreaking activity to get to know each other. So you can open a new tab on your computer, write slido.com, and you can write the code shown on your screen, 1883 435, or you can use your phones to scan the QR code shown on your screen too. So let me go to the icebreaking activity. Okay, so you can join slido.com by writing the code shown on your screen. Just 1 minute. Okay, excellent. So what country are you from? Excellent, you are welcome. Lithuania, Turkey, Italy, Greece, Poland, Germany, Catania, Serbia, you are welcome. We are so glad to meet you. Excellent.
More participants from Turkey.
Yes.
Italy also. Serbia. Okay, great. Cyprus. Germany. Okay, 14 people are answering or are interacting in the slide. We want to see more people, if there are more participants. Macedonia. Thank you for joining us.
Excellent. So thank you for joining us. You weigh the others, Haifa?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
So I don't know how many people are in the chat or are in the room, the webinar.
We actually have
Okay.
18,
Okay.
19 people in the room, Iman. Also, for some reason, I cannot see your, I don't know if you are keeping your camera on, but we just see the preview of your name, but not your camera, but maybe it's something with the connection if you are keeping your camera on.
Okay, so
I will let you know
for
if
the connection, yes.
if you
We need
appear.
it for the connection.
Interesting. So Iman, I think now we can carry on. So it's nice to share with you our project idea with the people from different parts of Europe and of the eTwinning community in general. So we are going to start by telling you more about our project. And in this case, so the project brought together students. I don't know how many people are in the chat or are in the room, the webinar.
We actually have
Okay.
18,
Okay.
19 people in the room, Iman. Also, for some reason, I cannot see your, I don't know if you are keeping your camera on, but we just see the preview of your name, but not your camera, but maybe it's something with the connection if you are keeping your camera on.
Okay, so
I will let you know
for
if
the connection, yes.
if you
We need
appear.
it for the connection.
Interesting. So Iman, I think now we can carry on. So it's nice to share with you our project idea with the people from different parts of Europe and of the eTwinning community in general. So we are going to start by telling you more about our project. And in this case, so the project brought together students from 4 countries, Tunisia, Italy, France and Romania, to address sustainability in travel through engaging cross-curricular activities. The activities in this project were designed to gradually raise the awareness of students about climate action and sustainability using the engaging theme of holidays and travel. And we immersed students in the role of a travel agency, inviting them to promote sustainable travel options as part of their learning process. So by the end of the project, the students produced collaborative outputs that showcased not only their understanding, but also their creativity in advocating for sustainability and for a greener and more responsible future. Throughout the project, we tried to develop a set of competences and skills. So there are three main skills and competences. So they relate to the sustainability competences, and those are the skills and knowledge necessary to understand and address sustainability challenges, promoting responsible decision-making and actions aligned with the principle of sustainable development. There's also key competences with a focus on the core competences outlined in the European framework, such as digital, linguistic, and cultural awareness skills, which were actively integrated into our project activities, and life skills, which are the interpersonal and intrapersonal skills that the students honed, such as teamwork, adaptability, communication, and critical thinking, which were crucial for effective collaboration across borders. Iman will tell you about the project objectives.
Okay, thank you, Haifa. So now let's move to the objectives, which are divided into three categories: language development objectives, SDGs related to our project and goals, focused on planning a sustainable trip and promoting citizenship values. So, in fact, through our project, our students were able to develop and foster the students' digital competence, develop English and French language skills, and learn how to learn, manage learning, think critically, and solve problems. Also, our students were able to gain knowledge about the SDGs by investigating the aspects of sustainability in general and in the context of a holiday trip in particular, and examine the values and behaviors that will contribute to a sustainable future. And finally, our students were able to create a plan for a sustainable holiday trip as a way to act for a sustainable future, and also develop their social skills that enable them to collaborate, negotiate, communicate, be flexible and self-organized to promote the sustainable development goals. Now, Haifa will tell you about the different key frameworks to our project practices.
Okay, thank you, Iman. So let's begin by looking at the frameworks that inspired the design of our project activities, and these are the UNESCO Education for Sustainable Development Framework and the European Union Green Camp Framework. So these two frameworks focused on a set of skills and competences that we kept in mind while we designed and implemented our project. So we try to develop the students' critical thinking in many of our activities like sustainable trip planning, web quest research, and forum discussion. Collaboration was also developed, international and teamwork, fostered shared learning and mutual respect through cross-cultural teamwork and content creation. Action-oriented learning was also part of those key framework of these set of skills. So here the students acted on their learning by engaging others through the creation of the website page that is called Commit to a Sustainable Journey. Another skill was embodying sustainability value, and here the students advocated for eco-friendly travel behaviors through digital content creation and also the Commit to a Sustainable Journey page on their website. Systems thinking, here the students analyzed the interconnected impacts of tourism on the environment, economy, and culture. And another set of values is envisioning sustainability values. And here the students imagined and designed eco-friendly travel solutions in trip planning for the excursions. For the excursions, we organize it, and a website creation. The students also learn to act responsibly by creating outputs and engaging with peers. Students practiced responsibility in their work. They applied knowledge in real-world scenarios, such as the website creation that manifested the idea of planning for a sustainable holiday trip, demonstrating their commitment through pledges, and inviting others to join them in making sustainable choices. So these competencies shaped every activity in our project.
Okay, so now we move to discovering the partners of our project and the part of who we are. Our project was led by 7 schools from 4 countries involving 10 teachers from different disciplines. In fact, we have 2 project founders from Tunisia, Haifa Majdoub, and from Romania, MSC. We have 4 teachers from Italy, 3 teachers from Tunisia, 2 teachers from Romania, and 1 teacher from France. Okay, so now we will discover together the work process of our project. So I will give the floor to Haifa.
Okay, so the project activities were led over 2 years, and during the 2 years we gradually tried to build the students' knowledge and developing their skills to equip them with the necessary knowledge, tools, and skills to become advocates of education for sustainable development through the project theme of sustainable holidaying. So as you can see, during the first year, those are the main activities of the first year. And here, the students, the main activity was doing research, part of a web quest, aiming to build the students' knowledge and giving them some background about sustainability, sustainable travel, and sustainable tourism, etc. During the second year of the activity, so we tried to move from the theoretical part to the practical part. And here, as you can see, those are all the activities that we performed during the second year. But the 2 main activities of that second year where the students put their theoretical knowledge in practice were planning excursions to several destinations in their own countries, and also creating a website and a mobile application that promoted the sustainable travel. Iman will tell you about the final products.
Yes, the final products of our project represent the culmination of a learning process that guided students from lower order thinking skills such as remembering, understanding, and analyzing to higher order thinking skills where they create innovative outcomes like apps, websites, and presentations. So let us now discover the final products of our collaborative work, which are presentations, forums, videos, websites, apps, posters, postcards, reports, and video conferences. Okay, so we move now to the core activities of the project. In fact, our project includes a web quest activity where students explore ideas and collect information about sustainable tourism. Through our sustainable trips, they share their experiences and suggestions for eco-friendly travel. Finally, they work together on a collaborative website and mobile applications to present their findings and promote sustainable practices. So for the part of the web quest, which is the first collaborative activity, I will give you an idea about the work process of this part. It was organized through several collaborative stages. It began with a virtual interclass meeting to officially launch the activity and introduce students from the different partner schools. Then students started their research work, exploring ideas and solutions related to sustainable travel. In the next phase, they shared their advice for sustainable travel on the collaborative tree-sider as brainstorming activity, encouraging eco-friendly habits and responsible tourism. And finally, the project culminated with a second virtual interclass meeting, during which the international groups presented their final work and exchanged their experiences. More details will be with Haifa. Yes, Haifa?
Okay, so thank you, Iman, for this introduction of the WebQuest activity. And so here to give you more an idea about this activity in detail. So the students participated in the WebQuest activity, which included 17 questions. Maybe Alessia can share with you the link of the WebQuest we shared with her. And here the WebQuest were divided into 5 sections. One section was dedicated to the sustainable development concept and the sustainable development goals. Another part was dedicated to glossary. Here the students will explore some key vocabulary and things related to sustainable travel and sustainable tourism, etc. And another part where the students are going to compare eco-tourism to sustainable tourism, and at the end the students share tips, and they will end that WebQuest with an evaluation. So the students participating in this WebQuest explored topics such as ecotourism, carbon footprint, and responsible travel behaviors. This inquiry-based method guided them through curated resources to deepen their critical thinking and problem-solving skills, to deepen their understanding of sustainability in travel. And in response to question 17, the students were asked to provide tips for a sustainable holiday trip in its 3 phases: the prior travel or prior of traveling, the while trip, and the post moment or the after the trip. So here the students worked in intercultural teams. As you can see here, here are some parts of the video conferences where the students participated with their teachers in groups doing the activities. So they exchanged ideas on preserving cultural heritage and reducing tourism ecological impact. So all in all, the impact on that this activity had on the students' skills and competences was visible as the students developed research and critical thinking skills to evaluate resources. They practiced systems thinking by addressing interconnected sustainability challenges, and they enhanced advocacy skills as they formulated actionable tips. So I will leave you with Iman for an interactive activity, and Iman, the floor is yours.
Yes, thank you, Haifa. So as
Just that we have a question regarding the WebQuest. I don't know if you prefer to address it now, talking about the WebQuest or at the end of the workshop. We have a question in the chat.
Okay, so let's maybe let's see so that we can interact with the audience.
Of course, we have a question from Maria. So how did you manage to work?
Iman, sorry to interrupt. Just that we have a question regarding the WebQuest. So I don't know if you prefer to address it now, since we are talking about the WebQuest, or at the end of the workshop.
Okay. Maria, thank you for the question.
We have a question in the chat about the WebQuest.
I see what you want to know, because actually, as we planned the activity, it was part of a classwork, and then it was
we have a question from Maria.
the students
so how did you
were
manage
left
to work on the
be
WebQuest?
independent,
Did it
working
take
on their
place in
own
class,
at home.
or was
Sometimes
it for
we had
homework?
to do. So maybe let's see so that we can interact with the audience.
Of course, we have a question from Maria. So how did you manage to work?
Iman, sorry to interrupt. Just that we have a question regarding the WebQuest. So I don't know if you prefer to address it now, since we are talking about the WebQuest, or at the end of the workshop.
Maria, thank you for the question.
We have a question in the chat about the WebQuest.
I see what you want to know, because actually, as we planned the activity, it was part of a classwork,
Of
and
course.
then it was
We have a question from Maria.
the
So
students
how did you
were
manage to
left
work on
to
the
be
web quest?
independent,
Did it
working
take
on their
place in
own
class,
at home.
or was it for
Sometimes we had to
homework?
do online
And how did
meetings
the
also,
students work on this project?
asynchronously,
If you want
synchronously
to give some information.
with different groups from their home, because it was not possible sometimes to meet to have all the classes meet at once. So the students, it was left for the students to organize the way they wanted to work, but we had regular meetings. For example, as a teacher, I had a follow-up with my students to check the progress, to see what is working and where they had difficulties, because I'm following their work. And I don't know if Alessia shared with you the Padlet link of the web quest. In that Padlet link, we shared all the details about the activities, how it was performed. The students were divided into international groups. They choose which group to join, and each team was assigned a part of the web quest. So some questions could be done in groups, but other questions were done individually, so that all the students can have those skills. At the end of this activity, the students should come up with one presentation, a common presentation for their group, which is an international group, and we meet at the end to evaluate the students through that performance of the evaluation, as we are English teachers, mainly civic education teachers, and a computer science teacher. So we shared a rubric with the students, and a questionnaire or a survey for the students to answer alone. So this is basically the process of the work. More details and further details are all in the Padlet, if you find the time to check and maybe find more details about your question.
Iman, thank you very much for your answer. Regarding the Padlet, I was in this other YouTube recording. I'm not sure whether the Padlet you are talking about, so if you can post it in the chat, or if it's in the is it in the slides, or something
in the PDF document, but no worries, I will share it at the end.
Okay, but then I will find it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so it's time now for a second interaction with Iman.
Okay, so thank you,
Iman, thank you very much for your answer. Regarding the Padlet, I posted in the chat the link to the YouTube recording that you have integrated in the slide, but I'm not finding the Padlet you are talking about. So maybe either if you can post it in the chat, or if it's in the is it in the slides, or it's something
so students
separated.
Engage deeply, think critically, and create meaningfully with AI. To answer to this question,
I will go find it. Thank you.
You should return to the interaction activity with the same code. I will show you again the same Slido. So you can open a new tab or use the same tab, slido.com. Retype 188343.5 is the same interaction activity at the beginning, or you can rescan the QR code shown on your screen to obtain the brainstorming activity. Let me go to the interaction activity. Okay.
So here, Iman, it's worth sharing with the participants that when we performed this activity with our students, the AI was not as common, the use of AI was not as common as it is now. And we had the chance, I dare say, that in that time, the students could only have or resort only to the resources we shared for them to consult about that web quest. But now with the AI, really, can we perform those inquiry-based questions? I'm wondering, how can we, in the AI age, do such activity?
Okay, So we have many answers, Haifa.
Mhm.
Asking students to analyze and interpret more than copy-pasting information. Yes, exactly. Adopting the information of artificial intelligence that makes mistakes as well. Yes, we have also to check. Always we have to check from AI tools. Ask them to reference the resource. To design inquiry project that demand deep thinking. Yes, I will go back.
So that's a point also, because when we design the questions, we try to gradually um, check the level of the questions from lower order thinking skills, making questions from the fact checking only to interpreting and analyzing and synthesizing, maybe evaluating as well, comparing and contrasting. So maybe the students then could really consult and come up with their own answers, and at the end we checked their work during the presentation by checking with some questions. Yes, so interesting. So only 6 people are interacting, so maybe we can wait for others to see how they could perform this activity or think about this activity in the AI age. Yes, okay. I think that with the AI, now everything is questionable. Simulations, okay, I would like to know what do you mean exactly by simulations? Interesting point. Mm-hmm.
I also encourage our participants to turn their point to maybe elaborate more on some answers like simulations that you so
Yes, opportunities for those moments as teachable moments for the students to learn that they cannot trust the AI, that they should develop a kind of their critical thinking skills, so that they know which source of information they get the information from. Now we can see also quick questions with no time for you to use AI. Good. Yes, this is a tip. Encouraging students to explore, question, and create ensures deep thinking with AI serving as a tool for discovery, not a shortcut. Yes. Students should also create questions and innovate using AI as a tool, not a solution. Okay, so many answers that are suggesting.
And we have some keywords like deep thinking, creativity, resource,
Yes,
AI.
and using AI as a tool, as a source also of information. So, for example, here in the web quest, we curated resources, we provided articles to read, we provided videos to watch, and the students could only get the answers from those resources. Now with the AI also we can do the same. For example, it could be a reverse process. Why not that the students create the questions for the web quest? So it will involve the students in a deep thinking process. Instead of answering questions, they will come up with questions, and then we can have different groups of students exchanging web quests instead of us teachers giving web quests for students to answer. That could be an alternative also.
Look at Haifa, there is a question. What if they use AI and then paraphrase the info given to them? Isn't it creative thinking? What do you think?
Yes, I think absolutely that is a creative thinking way of doing it. So paraphrase, the students will learn from answering the question and will learn another skill, which is paraphrasing. And this is what actually we want the students, and we tell our students to do when they use other resources from the internet, to paraphrase and say what they have in their own words, or give credit to what the source from which they got the answers. True learning happens when students question, create, and explore with AI as a supportive tool. Yes, great ideas.
Yes.
Thank you for interaction. So more ideas. So let's read. So we can create a chatbot. Good. Which students will ask questions during their research work. And at the same time, we will teach them how to use AI and how to ask appropriate questions that will guide them through their learning and research process. Good point. Yes, so chatbots are quite an interesting tool also to explore. You will be giving the students a certain autonomy, and also giving them an opportunity to learn on their own, but also with the teacher's guidance, seeing and checking if the information given by that chatbot is correct or is not misled or not accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Another answer: design research activities that promote deep reflection. So it is necessary to adopt an approach that goes beyond the simple collection of superficial data. Good. So, and this is what we talked about in terms of varying the question style. It's important that we start with the students' levels, and then we gradually give more kind of deep thinking questions. So qualitative methodologies that guide the reflective process must be integrated. Yes, good point also. How can we ensure that students use AI to enhance their creativity and critical thinking rather than rely on it for quick answers? Yes, so that's actually the matter or the issue. How can we do that? And here the teacher's role becomes really crucial in that. So maybe we could teach our students how to use AI and how to think critically and how to compare resources. So by all means, so the students need to compare different resources and to consult different resources without relying on the AI tools. So this is important to teach to our students. Okay, so what strategies can we use to make sure students remain active thinkers and problem solvers while using AI as a tool, not a crutch? Yes, maybe we can give them enough time, maybe to also give ourselves the time to read carefully the students' answers, and to question or to ask questions to those students as an evaluation of the work done. Thank you for your interaction, for your valuable insights, and for your participation. And maybe we can carry on with our sustainable trips and the excursions we organized in our project. So building on the WebQuest finding and acquisitions, the students designed eco-friendly travel itineraries for their excursions. With our students, we planned trips to Zarouin in Tunisia, Bergamo and Brescia in Italy, Sibiu in Romania, and those trips aimed to achieve several educational and developmental objectives for participating students. The trips promoted environmental awareness and sustainability by teaching students about eco-friendly travel and sustainable practices, such as minimizing waste and using reusable items. It enhanced historical and cultural knowledge through exploration of historical heritage and architectural features of the visited cities. Critical thinking and reflection were also encouraged as students considered sustainable travel concepts and the relevance of historical and cultural insights. Overall, the trips offered a comprehensive learning experience that integrated environmental education, cultural appreciation, physical activity, and cross-cultural collaboration, contributing to students' understanding of sustainability and global citizenship. And the impact of this activity was felt as it provided a practical application of knowledge that the students gained during the web quest, and improved decision making and problem solving skills, while it encouraged teamwork and creativity in developing realistic solutions by designing their plan for a sustainable trip. Okay, Iman will tell you about the third core activity of our project, which consisted in creating a website and an app.
Yes, excellent, Haifa. So the second international collaboration activity focused on the creation of a website and an application dedicated to sustainable travel. Students were divided into international teams and assigned different tasks, including conducting web searches, sharing tips for sustainable trips on Tricider, and participating in virtual interclass meetings to exchange ideas and make joint decisions. The activity concluded with group presentations where each team showcased its final work and creative contributions to the project. More details will be with Haifa.
Okay, so in this activity, the students joined forces to design a website and mobile application that promoted sustainable travel. Through web research, sharing eco-friendly tips collected from the WebQuest activity on Tricider, they exchanged ideas and showcased their creativity in designing the WebQuest and the posters to be included in it. And by building on their previous year's experience in the project, they transformed their knowledge into action by creating a sustainable travel agency website featuring itineraries from each participating country and a special page titled Commit to a Sustainable Journey. And there the students shared their collective pledges for responsible travel and invited visitors of the website to join their commitment, which is an inspiring outcome that reflected their teamwork, digital competence, creativity, advocacy, and growing awareness of sustainability and global citizenship while strengthening communication and intercultural collaboration skill. So this activity helped foster creativity and advocacy skills. It reinforced long-term engagement with sustainability principles, developed digital content creation competencies, and while empowering the students as advocates for change by inspiring others. So as you can see in this visual, this is the division of the work of all the teams. So the group was divided into four sub-international groups. So a research team, which was responsible of collecting information about the countries and the sustainable practices in those countries that we can practice in those countries, the attractions and the accommodations in that country. Another team was responsible of the content creation and whose main task was to create videos, image carousels, posters, infographics based on the research team's work, and the team responsible of the creation of the website on Google Sites and an app. So this team's responsibility was to design the website pages, to insert content in those pages, and to design a mobile application of the website. A fourth team was responsible of translating some content from the research team into different languages. So it could be from French to English, from English to French, from French to Spanish, and vice versa. So in each team there was a reporter. Sorry? Okay. So here we come to the collaborative website creation, and Iman will tell you about that. Sorry, I was mistaken. So as you can see here, here are some pictures of the students performing the activities in class. So here are some students doing the activity, another group of students doing that activity, adding content to the website, an Italian class also performing the activity. And you can scan the QR code to visit our website, the website of the Sustainable Travel Agency. So maybe you can take a screenshot, or maybe Alessia also can share with you the link of the website. So here are some screenshots of the work progress in the Google website. So how the students join the website, the Google site, and add their content, their visuals. It's worth noting that we shared a charter of the way, the appearance of the website, which kind of fonts we are going to use, the colors, the disposition, or the layout of each page. So as you can see in this visual, that's how it worked. So I will leave Iman to talk about how her students, with the help of other students, created mobile applications.
Yes, excellent, Haifa. So for the part of mobile applications, to summarize the contents of the website, students of Pioneer Prep School of Sfax, Tunisia create mobile applications using the tool App Inventor for blocks coding. These applications are in the form of a quiz to know more about the different destinations in each country. As you can see here, the following interactive poster include QR codes. When I put my cursor on France, I obtain the QR code of the application for France country. The same thing for Romania, Italy. We have two QR codes because we have two mobile applications in French and in English. And in Tunisia, we have also two mobile applications. When I scan the QR code, I obtain on my phone the application destinated for the sustainable places located on Tunisia. So the following interactive poster includes QR codes for the different mobile applications for each partner's country. And let me show you a video in which you explain. Sorry, I will share again my screen to include the sound. Yes, let me share again my screen to include the song. Excellent. Sorry. Okay, so I will show you a video that summarize the contents of the website and some mobile applications created by my students.
Click on the quiz button to start the game. Welcome to our application to discover Romanian sustainable places. Click on the quiz button to start the game.
So, as you can see here, we have a quiz with 4 screens. The first screen is designed to as a home page of the country. The second screen, like this, the first screen, the flag of the country, a button, and the logo of the project. The second screen, it contains 4 questions. Each question have 3 suggestions, 2 or falses, 1 is true. The questions are obtained from the content of the website, and answers also from the website. And when I click on next, I will go to the web page of the country Italy, France, Tunisia, located on the website. I have already shared the link of the website on the chat room, on the chat box.
Click on the quiz button to start the game.
Now we move to students, and yes, we moved now to the another interaction activity using a chatbot, AI chatbot. So let's interact with the Sustainable
Welcome to
Travel
our
Companion.
application to discover Romanian sustainable
Okay, so after
places.
exploring
Click
the
on the
creative
quiz button to
process
start the
behind the
game.
website and app development, it's time to experience one of the most innovative features in action, embedded with the student sustainable travel website is Mizu, the Sustainable Travel Companion, a friendly artificial intelligence chatbot designed to guide users toward more eco-conscious travel choices. So we will use Mizu as a chatbot to invite you to engage in a dynamic conversation about planning greener adventures, offering practical tips, suggesting sustainable destination, and encouraging thoughtful decision making for responsible travel. So Haifa will let you discover and interact with this great artificial intelligence chatbot, which is named Mizu. So I will share with you. You can scan the QR code, or I will share you the link in the chat box.
Maybe share the link in the document so that you have it.
Thank you. So maybe while the students are connected into the chatbot to interact with this activity, acting as our students and as travelers and visitors of the website. So you are going to be our tourists, potential tourists with sustainable travel aims and objectives, and you will try to interact with that website, with that chatbot that is called the Sustainable Travel Companion, and ask him questions. Maybe he can guide you to make your choices for your future travels, and I will see how you interact with it. Maybe share my screen to show how you can use as teachers this tool, as one of the participants mentioned earlier that AI chatbots could be used in the WebQuest page. Why not? But this is how we used an AI chatbot in our project. So as you can see in my screen, so here is the chatbot as a teacher can see it. So you have different interfaces. The teacher's interface is how the teacher can see each student's.
Already shared a link in the chat
student's-
email, so they have it
Sorry.
also where they want to
Each
Mizu.
student's participation. I have to plug in my computer.
Words.
Okay, so for the moment, I do not see any teachers who are connected to the chatbot. So I hope I can see you joining. So I hope you don't find it difficult to join. So you can scan the QR code, or also you can join via the link. Yes, so I see already people. Thank you, Alicia. Sorry for interrupting you, but I've refreshed the page and I see that people are joining. So I have here some participants who joined. So I will check who. Okay, Ivana. So here is what Ivana is sharing with the AI chatbot. So welcome to your sustainable. So this is the chatbot welcoming the participant, and Ivana just answered with one word, and then you can, as a teacher, control or see how your students are interacting with that chatbot, or how visitors are seeing it, are interacting with it. So let's see another participant, Omer, also just saying hi. So I would like you to dive deeper with the conversation with the travel companion, test what he can do, and things that he can answer. Maybe in this way you can tell also, or teach your students that they can not only rely on the AI, because they sometimes mislead them in the information they give. So again here, same thing. You can also give grades.
Yes, the link is in the chat, so maybe our participants are still entering. We need to put your name
I hope I'm not mispronouncing
and then start the session.
So Odilia said, okay, she wants to go to the destination she wants to go to. She mentioned northern countries, and here is the interaction. So it asked her eco-friendly. Okay, so the plans and also options aligned with the SDGs. So she mentioned the activities you want to, or the experience you want to live. So hiking and doing some cultural experiences. So this is how about Finland? And okay, interesting. Okay, so here is, this is a virtual travel agent that can guide the students, and also we as teachers at the same time, we can have access to those conversations and see the degree to which the students interacted with it and the type of language they are using, and in that way we can evaluate the students. Also the AI can evaluate our students. For example, here I will go and see. So for example, what Maria said, I want to visit museums and galleries. So I don't know, what do you think about this tool? How can you use this tool if you were using it in an activity in your class? You can also grade your students. Maybe you can answer the question. So here, as you can see, you can click on that button to grade all the students. So I will do it, and I will click on confirm, and it will give a grade to all the students based on the conversation and the level of conversation. So as you can see here, so some A's, some F's, some B's. So from 8 depends on the level of the conversation that the progress or the quality of the conversation from A to F. So as you can see here, and the time of the interaction as well. You can have control over all the students that are in. You can share that with parents. You can use that also as a documentation for your eTwinning activities also as well. So I hope you like this activity as it was performed. Anyways, our students also liked it, and maybe at the end we can interact more about it. So now maybe we can go further. Yes. Okay, we will continue. I will stop sharing my screen.
It's okay.
It's okay?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. Yes. All right, so perfect. Maybe at the end we can answer those questions. Okay, so Iman is going to tell you more about the following part of our presentation.
Yes, thank you, Haifa, for the chatbot, for using AI to interact with the audience. So we move now to the students and teachers as advocates for change. As you can see here, our journey towards sustainability didn't stop at building websites or apps. It extended for behind the classroom, and our students and teachers become advocates for sustainable education on national and international stages. The Comment to Sustainable Journeys pledge, where our students come together to reflect on how travel could become a force for good by sharing their commitments for a sustainable trip, thinking about and before, thinking about the before, the while, the post-trip moments. Thus our trips become not only escapes but opportunities for eco-friendly exploration, cultural connection, and responsible citizenship. So with this shared mindset, we pledge to make every journey a story of care for our planet and its people. So more details
In the meanwhile,
with my friend.
we had some questions in the chat, but
Okay,
I'm
so,
noting them
the
down
spirit
because
of
maybe we can keep
advocacy
some time at the
continued
end
to
of the
grow through
workshop.
our
What do you think?
participation.
So then so now you can continue, and then at the end we can
The
you can
spirit
try
of
to address
advocacy
them.
continued to grow through the participation in events and competitions, and one of our students proudly represented our project in a national event on the Sustainable Development Goals during the Environmental Village workshops co-organized by the Ministry of Education in Tunisia and UNICEF. Our project's dedication was further recognized when we won the Regional Sustainable Schools contest and earning the honor to represent our region at a national level. Also, a Romanian student presented our project at the Made for Europe competition 2025 chapter, where she achieved the third prize nationally. Our teachers also contributed in sharing our story and inspiring others as well. So we presented our work in a webinar organized by Action Research in School Education through the eTwinning featured group hashtag AR eTwinning. Where we discussed insights from our project in fostering education for sustainable development. And during the session also we shared how project-based learning and international collaboration empowered our students to become active global citizens, creative, critical thinkers, ready to shape a sustainable future. Okay, so Imen is going to tell you more about this.
Yes, and finally, our efforts were also highlighted in webinars organized by our NSO in Tunisia and during the eTwinning multilateral seminar in May 2025 in Tunisia, as you can see here, as a success story of a good eTwinning practices. Throughout the way, our students and teachers proved that education can be a catalyst for change, turning learning into leadership and transforming awareness into meaningful action for a sustainable world. Okay, to sum up, in our Sustainable Holiday Tree project, students moved from merely learning about sustainability to taking meaningful action. Activities like writing pledges, planning trips, and creating a website reinforced their knowledge while fostering accountability and advocacy. These experiences aligned with the global frameworks of education for sustainable development, preparing students to creatively address sustainability challenges while growing as advocates for sustainability and responsible global citizens. So we hope this project has sparked your interest. Addressing real-world challenges like sustainable travel can make learning more meaningful while helping students develop the skills they need to contribute to a sustainable future. Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you for your attention and for joining this workshop. We hope that you benefited from your choice of joining us. So I don't know, maybe we can answer the questions in the chat.
Thank you.
If there are some.
The one that I noted down. Okay, so there was a question from Maria about how your students how did they design a mobile app? Not sure if you answered later on, if that was already addressed, but if you want to share something about that.
Okay, so yeah, there were many actually. The main one was how to bring students together at the same time during the online meetings also. That's quite challenging since we are from different educational systems. We don't have the same time, school time and school holidays. So here the students with some we try to make arrangements with our students and other partners in the project so that we can have online meetings outside of working hours. This is one thing. And the other thing also was that some of the activities were really challenging for the students when we first designed them. And this is also a point. When you are a teacher, you are also sometimes planning activities. We think about the best way we can do things, but can our students really do that? So in the way we adapt those ideas to the students' level. Sometimes we plan activities to take 1 or 2 months, and we find that we take more time performing them. So which is important is to follow the students' level here and take the time you need. Also try to be present for the students and to follow their progress during the process. This is important as well. So in that way, you can guide the students to tackle
Thanks a lot.
To find out about the
so these
difficulties
answers,
they are facing,
Maria's question.
and
We had
then
some
find
other. I'll
solutions
try
or
to go
help them
fast since
find
we
the
have quite
solutions.
many.
It's not your
There was a
role to
question
find the
if you
solutions,
had
but
what
it
were
is
the main
the
challenges you
students, so
faced while
you guide them
implementing the
to find their own
project?
solutions for that. Also, there is
If
another thing
there was any in
that it is
particular.
worth mentioning, and we encountered this in various projects. And actually, many, as we are ambassadors, many of the eTwinners we are coaching or guiding keep asking is how can we work with the age of our students' level, or is it possible to work with different age groups? So in our project, we worked with different group ages. So, for example, my colleague Iman's students were from prep school, so the age category was basically 13 and 14, and our students were older students, and they had more skills in things. So here also it is important to address that age gap and maybe skills and competences of the students, so that you give appropriate age adapted or level adapted activities to the age of the students. And here, for example, the students of Iman, maybe they could find it difficult to answer higher order thinking skills critical questions. And since they were also involved in their computer science subject, they also had to integrate those competences and objectives of the curriculum, their own curriculum, into their work, which was not the same for our students, for example. So that was quite the challenges. Those are the challenges we faced. I don't know, Iman, if you have the same challenges, or if you can add on those challenges.
It's okay.
So basically, those were the main challenges. And mainly, one thing to add is this is why we chose to work over a 2-year period in the project. So because first we didn't plan to do that at the beginning. So it was the project was planned to be done in 1 year. And then when we find out that the students needed more time, and we could put more time on some activities where the students really need to work and develop their skills. So we opted for extending the work to another year. And really, I think that was worth doing, because at the end we did what we wanted. The students had the time to develop their skills, and we had the time to do the follow-up and to have that reflective process of the students. The students from last year, while coming to the second part of the work in the second year. So we, after a long time of, they learned things, and they had enough time to digest those things. And during the second year, things came spontaneously. So now we can see that really the students, what they learned and what they had to learn more in that. So that is one thing also to mention. Okay. Maria. Mhm. Yes, that's a yes.
You know, it was a question that
Yes, actually, Maria, you are quite right, and that was another challenge. If because you put in a lot of effort during the first year, and you are not sure that your partners will join you or will keep their to their word in the second year with joining you. But I'm lucky, and I dare say that I am working
Thank
with
you
a
very much.
wonderful
This
team of
actually answers
teachers,
also another
and
question that I've
I
noted
kept
down, which was
working
like
with
how many
them
weeks for
for
this
many
project. So
years
quite
now, and
flexible, of course. You
that
planned
is,
it for 1 year,
I
then
don't
you
have
extended it, and
a
that came up
recipe
as an additional
to
value.
share or
So
a
you answered
magical
also that
potion
questions
to
with
give
that
you,
with this
but
answer.
there is one thing
I
I
saw
can
actually
say.
a
So
hand raised by
first,
Maria at a
dedication.
certain
You
point.
know
I don't know if
your
Maria,
partners right
this already
from
answered what you
when
were
you start
thinking in
sharing
the
and
meanwhile, but if
communicating
you want,
your
feel free to
ideas in when
turn
you
on your
share on social
microphone
media or you share your project idea.
and
The
make your
selection
question.
part in that process is really important, and then maybe
If
one
not, I
thing I
can
can
move on
say.
to other
So
questions.
maybe you can
Let's see.
you can
actually,
you go high in
another
the
question
standards
is a bit more
of your
technical.
work and
How
projects,
did you
so that
manage to find
only those who are
partners
interested and
committed to
hardworking
this
people
project? Because
stay with you
I am working on eTwinning
when you
projects
are
the
choosing
recent
your
years,
partners. But
and
to
I
answer
managed
another part of
to
your
complete
question,
just one
so
project,
I
which
didn't
also
decide
got a
this on
national
my
quality
own.
label.
So
However,
we
in the
had
past,
occasional meetings
many
together,
partners,
and we
left the
discussed
project
things, and
halfway, and
we all opted
this is not
that
very
it is
good. It's
better
not working
to
actually in
carry
the
on the
end.
project. We
So,
also had
how
some
did you manage to
challenges and
network and
questions
find partners?
whether we will
Because
have the
this
same
is a
students
2-year
on the next
project
year or
and
not, and we
it's
had
very
time to discuss
challenging,
this with
as
our
you also
administration so that we
mentioned.
carry on the work we started in
Any
the
tips, if any
previous year, and
advice?
keep
Okay, maybe it's an irrelevant question, but this
the
came to
work
my mind
going
because
as
everything
we
you
did.
you did
So
is
your
amazing, and
partners also had a say
it
in
was a
that.
question
So
that
yeah. Uh,
I felt
I
like
cannot
asking
really
if
have
there's an answer.
one A plus B answer, but this is my way of seeing things. Thank you. I'm glad that you like it, and that we can inspire the community of eTwinners. Thank you. Sure, yes. We are eTwinning ambassadors, and we are glad to help any eTwinner, whether in our countries or in the wider eTwinning community. Yes, why not? And this is our pleasure. So, mhm. Yes, actually, we had a lot to say about the project, but the time limits was a constraint for that. But as for Omar's question, yes, we used many evaluation methods, including surveys, including writing reports, including observations and forms as well, rubrics, also peer evaluation. So also through the presentations the students did. But what I can say, sometimes when you give a student a survey to answer, sometimes they do it, but they can cheat, or I don't know, they do
Okay,
not
thank you. Your work is
answer
great.
honestly.
I really
But what
admired
I
all the
can rely on as a
applications.
teacher,
I
and
didn't know about Mizru
from my point
actually,
of
the
view,
chatbot,
was
and
a
this is a very
moment when
nice,
the students went on
um,
an
a
excursion,
thing to
and I
do.
see that
Okay.
the thing that they learned during the web quest in the second year, comes out in the form of
Thank you very
teaching other
much,
students. For
Maria.
example,
Thank you,
I can tell
Iman and
here
Haifa, for
an
the answer.
anecdote. One of the students
So I'm seeing
brought
that there's
in
also
her
another participants who made a
lunch, which is
question,
supposed to
apart from
be
Omer and Maria. There in it's
sustainable, and
Linnea,
using
and she
utensils that are
was
not,
asking if she can use. Let me just take the
reusable
question here.
utensils.
Is it possible to use
She
your
brought
links and
in some
examples in our own
bananas and
classrooms?
some
I'm new in this type of
other
big
things.
project, so it
So
would
she
help.
told her
And is it also
spontaneously
possible
that
to make contact with
this is
you
not
as
sustainable.
creators,
We
as
import
teachers?
bananas in Tunisia. We do not grow bananas, and here you are not respecting the sustainable aspect of this excursion. So things and remarks like this. For example, also when the students wrote reports, you can check
Great.
on our
So Linnea,
website
this answers
and in the
your
budget of
questions, and we are
the
happy that
final
you want
products
to bring this
link.
example in your classroom.
There you will
Exactly.
find reports, the students, and video
And then
recordings
let
where
me
the
see
students
if there are
wrote
other
reports and
questions.
recorded their
One of the
voices.
latest is, in what
And
ways
in
can
those reports,
students
also the
measure
students
the success of their
notice the
sustainable
climate
travel
change effect on
campaigns?
the
What
places
metrics
they
would be most
visited,
effective
and
in demonstrating the positive impact on
in a
both the
way how to
environment
prevent
and local
that, and
community?
on the
So
way
Omer
of
is inquiring
controlling
about how to
maybe
measure the
the
impact
water
of the
waste
project. Did
we are
you,
doing, because we
was
are
it
going
part of
through
also the
water
reflection?
crisis in Tunisia because of climate change and global warming and things like this. So the students were able to see in a dam the level of water which is decreasing, and here they noted that it is alarming, and they really had to think about it seriously. Not it doesn't happen to others, it is happening to us, and they became really worried about this fact. So maybe you can vary your ways of evaluating and analyzing those things. In addition to the surveys you make and the forms you distribute to your students, also observations are important. Also the students' behavior and the students, how they spontaneously answer some questions or interact with others regarding the project activities or ideas. I hope
we have also used a virtual meeting using quizzes, not quizzes, but the new name, it's Groundway. Yes, in which we made some information about the website, and we ask all the students of all the partners about the final product of our project. I think it's a very good evaluation for all the students.
Yes, thank you for reminding me of this also, Iman, because also quizzes was an interesting tool with the metrics Omer was asking about, and in addition to answering, to giving you data which is accurate about each student answer and the level of progress if you choose to retake the test they did in quizzes. It also enables you to analyze this data, and in function of those data you can redesign other activities or address certain shortages or certain things to improve in your activities or in the skills or knowledge gaps that the students have. I also hope you had the answer, Omer. Hi, Urania.
You.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yes, please. Yes, yes. We worked with the age group of 13, 15, and 15, 19 more. Okay, so prep school students, high school, middle school, high school students.
Thank you very much. Another question that I saw, maybe it could be actually the last one since we are wrapping up soon, but I saw a question earlier, if you're working on something similar this year, like a similar project, and then I see a hand raised from Urania, so we will give you the word in a second.
Hello.
Hello, hi
Hello from
Urania.
Greece. I don't really have a question. I think you are already share everything so beautiful. I just wanted to say that beyond the aspiring and the wonderful work you are doing with your students in this project, you are also amazing teachers, so supportive, kind, and dedicated. I really wanted to highlight that too. Thank you very much for this.
Okay, thank you, Rania. Yes, there are also many, many comments in the chat, as you can see. Are there any other questions from the audience? Also, please note that I posted the sign-in form for you to sign in about your attendance in today's workshop. It's also pinned as message, so don't forget to sign in before you conclude you leave the workshop. It's very, it's a very important element to for tracking the attendance. Okay, so I think there are no other questions. The last one, it's more like a comment. So I like your project. I hope that you and your students enjoy this project as much as we did during the presentation. Actually, there's a question about the age group.
Okay, so
Of the
it's
project,
an
of the
honor
students
really
involved.
to be able to present our project and our work for the eTwinners who are with us. And also I've shared a Padlet link with all the links of our final products. You can take some time and consult the documents
Great.
that we share with you. There you
Also,
can
I'm curious to know
find
what was the most challenging part of the project. I think that you
insights
already
of our work and our
answered with
students'
the
work.
many
So
challenges that you
in
have
case
managed to
you
overcome.
have more you are
And if you
more
will be willing for
curious
students to
about
take part in peer
other
learning and
things.
join a meeting with my
And
students, since
thank
they
you,
are at the
Alessia,
beginning of a
for all
similar project, maybe that's something you can continue
the
privately, of
coaching
course, with
during
these
those days and
participants,
the communication.
as it involves more your
Yes.
connection.
Thank you, Alicia,
But
for
as
your
I saw
support,
before,
your
because there
coaching.
was
Thank
another
you,
question, you can always connect
all of
on
you, the audience, for your
the
interaction.
platform, as you know,
I'm so
with
glad.
the other
We are
eTwinners.
so
You can
glad to
send
share our
messages, you can
experiences with you.
network with your account
Our
on the European School Education
project,
platform.
our
So
sustainable
remember to use that for connecting and reaching out
thank you so much,
to
and we hope
possible
see
partners
you
or for
next
collaborations.
projects.
And for the question of Omer, it's exactly why I posted a sign-in form. So that is to provide expect to receive our certificates following today's session. Could you please provide any information? Yes, exactly, Omer. So if you sign in the attendance form of today, and you say that you have attended the workshop, that is exactly in order to be eligible then to receive the certificate. So you will have more information about that through via email. But what is important right now is that you sign in the attendance form as well this time, and also in the next workshop sessions that you will attend. And the link to the virtual environment has been provided to you via email, so you can find it there, and it's the website where all the presentations and pictures will be uploaded after the event, of course, not in these days. Okay, I think if there are no more questions related to the content of the great presentation delivered by Imen and Aifa, we can wrap up here the session. I don't know if Imen and Aifa, you have some final words you would like to share with our attendants, some words of good luck or anything you feel like. Thank you so much, and see you in the next also workshop session that will be this afternoon. Have a great continuation of the eTwinning conference and enjoy a break right now. Bye, Imen. Bye, Aifa, and bye, everyone. Thank you for being here with us.